Hello, this is Solomon Davis, Right Side Trader. Today is November 11th, 2023, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM ETF, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation here. Just a quick look at the market. Let's just jump right over here. Happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there and all. So let's just hop over to the chart and see what we see. Minimize. The Russell is the slow one in this bunch and all. And we'll zoom in and take a quick look at that and show you why I say that. The Russell is still red on its quarter. Let me go doing that again. Do it this way. The Russell is still red on its quarter. The Russell is still down in this bottom range. This is the end of the year right here. Can the Russell at least turn green for the year? Let's kind of wait and see what happens there. I know that's one of the things. Let me look at that. I'll switch over to another one just in case for some of us who trade the other one too, where you can see what I'm seeing. See, it's just getting back here above this level where, it went all the way down to where kind of like the lowest of lows and it bounced and all. But right now, below pivot, stay below pivot all year long. Maybe this is the second time that I've seen this. It's going to get where I'm only going to play one strategy on this thing. I don't want to get into trading, although it's a good bouncer, but this year wasn't the best year bouncing the way and it stayed in a fairly tight range So that's what I see here. Again, the stochastic is still sloping down. Like I say, it's our slow one. It's not doing that much for us. Let's take a quick look at the monthly chart. On the monthly chart, let me zoom in. As we can see on the monthly chart, this thing went down 3 months. Not even in this last month here in November, we're still, this is the 9-10 moving average, we're still bearish on this thing. That's the 9. 10 doesn't really matter. The 10 will still be there. Still be somewhere close by. We are still bearish on this thing. It tried to come up and it got pushed. It got pushed down pretty good here. And it is struggling, to come back to the upside. It is still drifting down. It has made a higher low, but it's nowhere near it's getting close trying to make a higher high. It needs to do that to see that we are actually reversing. Let's go down to a weekly chart and see what we see there. On a weekly chart, see, here's this whole sideways action that I saw from a couple years ago. Then this year right here, it kind of did the same thing, dropped down to a range and still kind of going. This was a continuation, and this last time going back to the upside, it's just been struggling to get back up there. But let's zoom on in here a little bit where you can see a little bit tighter what I'm seeing. It was going down, 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 down. And the Russell, when it came to popping out of that channel, which it didn't have a nice channel like the other indexes, like the SPY and the Q did, it couldn't really get that close above this channel right here if you had drawn the channel here. And as you can see, based on what it did last week, it went back in the channel, which is not good. Our stochastic has not crossed the 20. So again, we're still looking at this thing. This thing does not want us to get long in here. That's why I kind of I had to get out of my long positions. Everything got kind of called away or they closed or they expired, when it came to the Russell. So this is why, again, right now, I'm back on my Qs mainly. I'll scalp a future or something on the Russell, but that's about it. And it can be the one that I actually play to the downside since it's bearish, a quick scalp or buy a put, try to make some money back in that product. But let's go ahead and go down to the daily chart and see what we see. And here's what we kind of saw, and we had mentioned before, these amateur gaps, and I think I was looking at probably at the RUT. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Russell only did exactly almost the opposite what the other indexes did. The other indexes were going up, But the Russell that came to the top of, you can almost see like if there was any kind of channel here, it was out of that channel, or if there was real tight range on that channel, but then it started dropping. Right now, it is kind of forming a bearish harami. Not bearish harami. It's dropping. You would think it would be a bearish harami, but it's a bullish harami. It's a bullish harami right here. It's not all the way quite to the bottom. You got a gap down here. This thing can actually come down here and want to fill this gap before it actually goes higher. So again, on the Russell, I would be careful. It can do a little bit of a pullback, even more of a pullback, even though we have a bullish looking harami right here before it actually goes back up, if it's going to go back up. And that's about all I really want to share here. This is Solomon, Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys having a great weekend. And I'll talk to you next week. Have a good one. Bye.